Hello beautiful people and welcome to today's tutorial. So in today's video I'm going to show us how to go about the cutting and sewing of this beautiful trouser you can see on my left hand side. Yes, I took my time to make it and I absolutely love the outcome. So if it looks like something you are interested in, then you should definitely stay tuned to this tutorial because you are going to get a whole lot. Yes, so if you enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about it. Drop suggestions on what you feel I should post in our next video, and I'll answer all your comments. So if this is your first time of coming to my channel, yes, you are welcome. My name is Ella, and on this channel I post wonderful sewing tutorials that will help you in your sewing journey. Yeah, if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. Thank you for always staying tuned. I love you, and let's proceed in the tutorial. Thank you.
Measurements used and needed for the tutorial is the waist round, which I made use of 30 inches, the band, which was 1.5 inches, the waist to the hips, which is 7 inches, hips round, which is 43 inches, thighs 26 inches, and full trouser length, which is 43 inches. Now, to proceed in this tutorial, I'm going to be making use of this black cotton fabric. It is a cotton fabric and it is black in color, as we can see, and I have it in 2 yards of material. Yes, I have it in 2 yards here. Now to start, I'm going to start off by cutting the front. So the front is 43 inches long, as we can see, sorry, 44 inches long, and then the width of the front is about 15 inches. So the width is 15 inches. Next, I went down by 0.5 inches from the top of the fabric, which is going to start as the waistline and our starting point. Next, I went down by 7 inches to the hip line, and I'm going ahead to draw a line. Then next, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches to the crotch line. Yes, and to get that line, you need to divide your hip by 16, then add 1 inches to 1.5 inches for ease. Next, to the knee line, I went down by 21.5 inches from our waistline, and then to the end of the trouser, I marked it down. So next, now on that waistline, I'm marking 12 inches on both the waist and the crotch line. How did I get that 12 inches? Hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1.25 inches. That was how I got the 12 inches. Now on the crotch line, I went out by 2.5 inches, which is the hips divided by 16. That was why I marked 2.5 inches there. Now on the waistline to the hip line, I marked the measurements, but on the waistline, I added extra 1 inches for allowance for that and for allowance, 1 inches for that and 1 inches for allowance. Now the measurement I have on the crotch line, which was 14 inches, I went ahead to mark that same measurement on the knee line. After doing that, I marked the center point, which is 7 inches, and then on both sides I'm going to be marking 6 inches on both sides, meaning I took out about 2 inches on the knee line. Do we understand? Good. So please, if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Then I connected that line to the crotch line or hip line. Then now for the end of this pant, which is the ankle, yes, so I marked that same measurement on the knee line to the crotch. On the knee line we have 12 inches, right? So I went ahead to mark that same 12 inches, and then I marked the midpoint. Then after I marked the midpoint, which is 6, I now went ahead to mark 5 inches on both sides, meaning I marked 10 inches on this knee line. So 5 inches on the left side and 5 inches on the right side. And then after doing that, I went ahead to connect it to the knee line, the line. So guys, if you follow my tutorial carefully, you follow this video carefully, you watch everything I am doing, you are going to understand everything perfectly. But as usual, if you have any question regarding it, please feel free to drop your question in the comment section, and I will do well to attend to the comment or the question as soon as I see it. Thank you. So moving forward, I already went ahead to draw the line, and this is what we have. So let us get a recap. On the knee line, I marked 12 inches. On the ankle line, I marked 10 inches, and on the crotch line, it is 14 inches. So I went ahead to cut it with my scissors, and after cutting it out, this is what I have. So now moving forward, I've gone ahead to mark the back fabric, which is 17 inches long on fold. If it's not on fold, it's 34 inches long, but on fold is 17 inches long. So on the front, I went ahead to remove 1.5 inches at the end of the front. Why did I do that? Because when I was cutting the fabric, I cut the front and back the same length, but they are not supposed to be the same length. The back part is supposed to be longer than the front because of the your butt at the back. It needs extra allowance for at the back. So on this back now, on that waist area, I went up by 1 inches, sorry, 1.5 inches, pardon me. Then from that 1.5 inches, I drew a slant to the end of the waistline. Then on the crotch line here, I marked 1.5 inches. So I gave an extension of 1.5 inches. And then after doing that, I'm going to go ahead to mark that point on the crotch line to the waistline, as we can see. So the back is 1.5 inches higher than the front. Please ignore the way I drew my curve. You can make yours better, you understand. So I just drew a curve from that mark on the waist to the new crotch line. So we have a new crotch for the back, which is 1.5 inches in addition. So you can see how I drew a slant there. Then I took my 1.5 inches to the end of this pants for the back. So the back has 1.5 inches extra allowance from the crotch line to the end of the pants. And then on the back, it has it is 1.5 inches high and it slants. So there's a slant. So moving forward now, I went ahead to weave my to weave this fabrics. Yes, so I weaved everything from the crotch to the end of the pants. I weaved everything so that sewing will be easier for me. And so that is just it. So next now I'm going to go ahead to um place to mark to sew. I'm going to sew the crotch line. So I'm going to, because we have a 1.5 inches band. Yes. So I'm going to mark my zipper. So this is for the back where I want the zipper to be. So I marked about 8 inches. Then I'm going to sew it down for the back. So from that 8 inches mark, I'll sew it. Then on the front, I also sewed the crotch, the center front, the center front area. Remember that at the beginning of this tutorial, I told you that I gave about 1 inches for the dart. Then the length of the dart is about 6 inches. Then I gave 1 inches for the dart. So from the center back and the center front, you go out by 4 inches. That's the nipple to nipple measurement. Then you mark 1 inches for the dart. And I went ahead to take the dart intake. So we can see how I took the dart for the front part, and I've already gone ahead to sew the front crotch area. So looking at the back now, we can see that we have about 8.5 to 9 inches long of space where our zip is going to be placed. So next now I'm going to go ahead and join the front and the back together. So I will take the measurement. I've already placed the dart, so I will take the measurements. I gave few allowance. When you are making yours, you can please give more allowance on the sides of the trouser and even on the crotch area. You can give more allowance. For instance, at the back I went out by 1.5 inches, and I even forgot to mention, I did not, when I was cutting out, I did not even add extra allowance. So when cutting yours, depending on your body size, you can make it 2 inches so that there will be ease. It will have more ease for you. So I'll go ahead and sew the sides according to my waist measurement, my hip measurement, go down, then I'll now join the crotch together, the crotch area together. Yes. So this is how it is. So guys, please, if you are yet to be subscribed to this channel, you do well to hit on the subscribe button. I will so much appreciate it. Yes, and thank you. If you are you can let me know in the comment section wherever you're watching from, and I will do well to give a shout out in my next video. So for the waistline, I went ahead to check the waist measurement, which was 31 inches. So we are cutting a band. So I'm going to make the band 32 inches long. Why I'm making it 32 inches long is because of the sewing allowance on the two sides of the band. So that is why I'm making it 32 inches. So after I sew the allowances on the both sides, the band is now going to still become 31 inches long. So I went ahead to cut this fabric out. So it is 2 inches wide on fold. Opened it is over it is about 4 inches, but on fold is 2 inches. Then the length is 32 inches, as you can see. Next, I'll go ahead to iron this interface. It's a paper stay, just to give the band a bit of structure. We understand, just to give the band a bit of structure. So after doing that, this is what I have. So I went ahead to iron it in this way. So I folded that part so that it will be very easy for me when I am sewing the band to the trouser. And shortly I'm going to show you how to attach this band to the trouser. So moving forward now, we are going to so moving forward, I will go ahead and sew the band to the trouser. I will sew the front of the band to the back of the trouser. Then I'll now cover it to the front side, as we can see. So I'll now sew it down on the front side, and then this is what the band looks like. So that paper stay I put gave the band a bit of structure. So moving forward now, just go ahead to attach the zip. So guys, you can see that this tutorial is very easy. Please pardon me if I was too fast. Let me know. I actually did not want to make this tutorial too long. That was why I just tried to make sure that I cover everything in a good amount of time, not too long. So for the hem of the trouser, I used hemming gum to fold it in. Then after doing that, I'll go ahead and iron the trouser, put my ghetto lines to make it look very nice, and this is the outcome. Thank you for watching to this point. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Bye. Stay blessed.